What's up, guys? We're here at AMC Town Square with Chasing Cinema.
James Shu, how are you, good sir?
.com. And today we have two movies coming out. We have Zac Efron and Emily Ratajkowski's We Are Your Friends and Escape Plan with Owen the Nose Wilson.
No Escape.
Oh yeah, Escape Plan with Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's when they get out of the unbreakable jail.
That's right. So we'll do my movie first that I'm about to watch tonight, which is Zac Efron and Emily Ratajkowski's We Are Your Friends.
Yes, we all know that EDM is bumping right
Bum bum bum
now.
bum.
And you like that kind
I
of.
love EDM.
Yeah, see, I'm not.
Bum,
And
bum.
it's not that I don't like the music. I just haven't had my opportunity to really dive into it. But I know it's a big part of culture, and I'm kind of surprised that there's not more movies about EDM and the world of DJing.
This is kind of like the first one.
Like, how many DJs do you know? I know like 4 friends who've become like professional DJs, which is so cool. I've never seen them live because I don't like going out to like clubs or parties or anything. But I mean, it's just like it's a really, really popular thing right now. So I'm surprised not much has been about this. Now, I was telling you, directed this film. Most of you will know from the show Catfish, the television show on MTV.
Tranking people.
Yes, not Nev, the one that we all know from Catfish. Actually, his buddy in the movie. I believe Max Joseph is his name. I have to double check his first name, but Joseph is his last name. He is actually his debut feature film. Zac Efron, I like him. I think he tries really hard, but he always ends up finding himself in the wrong kind of movie. I'm trying to think of what else he was. I didn't like That Awkward Moment. I hated that movie.
Awkward Moment I liked.
So we haven't disagreed in a while. So I'm interested in seeing how we both feel out of this movie.
All right, so how long is the movie? It's short. It's like an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's a real like cut movie.
So seems they're just gonna get straight to the point.
Yes, let's do it. Let's go.
Right.
Fist bump.
Bum bum bum. Okay, so we just got out of We Are Your Friends with Zac Efron, and for me, I'm gonna have to say it's unlikely this movie's gonna win an Oscar. I would say that I don't see that happening, but JoeBlow.com gave this movie a 1 out of 10.
Oh,
And so that's pretty bad.
I didn't read Joe Blow.
To me, the movie is watchable. Did I like it?
That's a good question.
I don't know if I can say I liked it, but Emily Ratajkowski she's hot.
She's a very attractive woman.
Yeah, she's a very attractive
This
woman.
movie is very, very good at illustrating her beauty.
Yes, and I don't think and her acting wasn't an issue to me.
No.
There was nothing wrong with that. My problem with the story is, I guess, are we doing spoilers?
I mean, I was gonna kind of do spoilers, so I guess.
Spoiler alert, I apologize. Actually, just don't watch the video anymore.
If you've never seen this movie, I'm sure even if you haven't, if you've seen the trailer, you could put A to B real quick. So I don't think it's very hard to figure out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this isn't like an Inception. This isn't like some, oh my god. Okay, so
He was the killer? Yeah.
We'll do spoilers.
Yes.
It's not like Darth Vader. It's like, oh
No
my god.
big spoilers.
Okay. My problem with the film wasn't the actor, Zac Efron or Emily, or the famous DJ. Who was that?
Yeah, Wes Bentley. I
Yes,
believe.
Wes Bentley. My problem wasn't any of those people. The problem with me is the story. So you have these guys that want to be rich. Nothing wrong with that. That's me.
They needed NPM and James Shu.
I agree. There's anything wrong with that. My problem was after he cheated on Emily Ratajkowski and then they fought Wes Bentley and them, he just basically goes back to his house and says, I'm sorry. That just didn't seem realistic to me. That just a guy would be like, yeah, screw it, it's all good. That was weird to me. And
You
then
mean him forgiving Zac Efron?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that people don't forgive people, because that's fine.
Yeah.
But then letting him go on stage at the
Summerfest.
Summerfest. That's, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's like
To me, at least to kind of go amongst that, to me I think it was more of that fact that he never really cared in the first place. So it wasn't
About Emily?
About Emily.
okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, because like she tells him
This wasn't his wife.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
never very super kind to her, and she even
fine.
introduces herself when she introduces him or herself to Zac Efron. She doesn't say this is my boyfriend or I'm his girlfriend. She goes, I'm his assistant.
Yeah.
So I mean, their relationship already is kind of defined as something that's not very standard.
Maybe they weren't even really boyfriend. I mean, they were.
Well, I
they were
consider them together, but I think that it was because of his lack of caring about the whole situation in general.
And he did cheat on 3 other
Yeah.
women we saw.
Yeah, we saw him cheat, and then I think like the initial reaction was just like, this kid bit the hand that feeds, and it was because of
that was
something
annoying
belonged
thing
to
too.
him.
That's another thing that was annoying to me is that Zac Efron is broke as crap in this movie.
Yes.
And he wants to be a DJ.
Yes.
I'm fine with all that.
Yeah.
And it's like you have your chance and then you bite the hand that's feeding you.
Yeah.
And it's like dude, it's like, why you have to do him wrong like that? You know? Even though this guy's a jerk for cheating on Emily.
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with business.
Yeah.
And it's the business world. It's like, dude, you're just.
And I mean, from the guy that kind of comes off to being, you know, a bit, you know, he doesn't come off as the nicest mentor, but I mean, he's very quick to be like, you could use this anytime you want. I mean, this is Aftermath, but he buys the kid a Mac. You know, I mean, he's a very good mentor, just not a very nice one.
But see, I didn't think he was rude either because I thought he was just being a mentor.
Yeah,
He's
no,
just being
but
straight.
there. I mean, and to Emily and the other situations of how he talks to people, I thought he wasn't the nicest guy. Specifically, being
being a cheater has nothing to do with being
a good business person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I mean, like, just as a person, you know that, like, all right, Zach, this obviously, like, as far as character and plot speaking, you're like, okay, this guy's not that great of a guy, so Zach has to learn how not to be, you know, kind of deal. Where it's just like, you like him for being helpful, but at the same time, you're very distant to that character. But I thought he was actually a really good character, and one of the better parts of the movie as well, because I feel like the group of friends that Zac Efron has at the beginning of the film,
none of them were really likable.
None of them were really none of them were even really characters. I mean, they were just there to be there. You know, one wanted to be an actor, one wanted to do something. You know, one was just the angry one who kind of says everything off the top of his head. So when we get back to that part of the movie, and it's supposed to be the event that kind of turns everything around, which is so predictable. I mean, come on, that was A to B material right there. That's the thing. Like, I think my biggest issue with this movie, though I don't think it was awful to give it a 1 out of 10.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't that awful. Was that it's so generic. Like, we've seen this movie 100 times. Guy has a group of friends, and he wants to attain this dream, either being popular, dating a cheerleader, becoming a boxer, whatever it may be. In this case, it's a DJ. He finds a mentor who might not be the greatest mentor, falls in love with mentor's said girlfriend, you know, starts bailing on his old friends. His old friend's like, what the hell? Then there's a big turnaround life moment, which happens to be the same big turnaround life moment that happens in most movies like this. And it just felt totally formulaic because we didn't know that character enough, though he was totally sold as a character that would eventually succumb to his destination. You know, they made him the likable one. They tailored him very well to be that character. If any of the other two it wouldn't have made sense. My biggest question on this movie is, does the San Fernando Valley have the best sushi? I've never been.
They mentioned it, what, 3 times? 4 times in the movie.
There was legitimately a fight in the movie based
over
off
sushi.
the subject.
Yeah, I'm curious.
So now I'm curious.
I bet it's an inside joke with the
with Max Joseph and the filmmakers.
Yeah, someone has had a fight about sushi and they had to throw that in there.
So I think the biggest pro for this movie is
Emily Ratajkowski.
Well, she's a big pro. Wes Bentley's a big pro. I think Zac Efron's fine. Yeah, he was trying in this movie. The Punisher was good for his role, but his role again wasn't someone that was very developed or very defined. Just bad guy, you know, not so good guy. We already know first time we meet him he's a sleaze. But it was the visual style. I mean, the parts of it, you know, like throwing up the text, the choice of going animation during the drug trip, little things like that kind of gave the movie a spark of originality. Though it being a really generic machine that we've seen multiple times, I think was his downfall.
No, and yeah, I mean,
it's not something super memorable.
No, but the movie's not bad. I mean,
personally, yeah, I don't think it was awful. I mean, I didn't rate it very well, but I definitely don't think it was an awful one-time watch. Like I said, I think
on a serious note, this movie for me easily could be a movie I actually play like 100 times in the background when I'm working.
I think it's a good movie for you because of what you do.
Oh yeah, see, that's another thing too. The good side of this movie though, I believe in, I like that stuff. The motivation, you want to go out there.
Yeah.
And I loved how his friend that died said, I loved how he was like, I mean, are we gonna go anywhere? Is this all we're gonna, I love that because that's, to be honest, that's everybody. And you have to make that decision to step up.
Yeah, now my question to you, because you are more familiar with the world of EDM, was the music really spectacular in this movie? Did you feel like it really display the world of EDM well. Like, because me not being an EDM fan, I wouldn't know how great the music was. Like, to me, it was stuff that I kind of hear on the radio and stuff. What about you?
Well, I like how they're in Las Vegas and they went to EDC. I like that because I mean they did a lot of things that I guess the Las Vegas stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
They didn't really talk much about EDM really.
I just felt that it was, I mean, it was like, I get it, but I thought it was just so cheesy. Like, he's all recording the quarter, and then he's recording the nail gun. Like, I just thought that was like right out of a Disney musical, where all of a sudden everyone's in a restaurant
He
and
is
every
from
noise.
High School Musical.
Did you know he did an interview, and someone played him a song from High School Musical, and he didn't remember it. Like, he wasn't like, oh no, that's so heart crushing. Not that I was a big fan of High School Musical, but it's just like, oh man, you already forgot where you came from. But he might have been doing that on purpose. But nonetheless, a movie that I don't think was super bad, but not very good in the sense that it's forgettable.
Oh, it
because
wasn't
we've
super
seen
bad?
it so many. Not super bad. No.
Got it.
Who's
ChasingCinema.com/
We Are Your Friends.
how many stars?
I'm gonna be giving this film a 1.5 star.
Okay, 1.5. So if
Yeah, it was better than Fantastic Four. And what was the other movie that we talked about last week that I didn't like very much?
make sure you check out our other video. The other movie that just also came out this week was
Yes, No Escape.
No Escape. That's already online, so check that video out so you
Owen
can see.
Wilson.
And also Pierce Brosnan for 15 minutes.
About, yeah.
Okay, so yeah. Anyway, 7 days from today, we're watching.
Well, actually, there's a smaller film coming out on Wednesday, again, similar to what was going on this week. It's called A Walk in the Woods, and it stars Robert Redford, which is a smaller movie, not a very huge budget, hasn't really advertised very well. And then on Friday, I believe the main movie will be The Transporter.
The Return of the Transporter,
Yes.
but this time without Jason Statham.
Without Jason Statham. The Transporter. So it's The Transporter without the Transporter.
And the girls with the two blonde heads, two blonde wigs.
Yes. It's Transporter refueled, or refueled.
Shows us how much we're excited about this movie.
We saw it already. We saw it last week when it was called Agent 47. But we'll be here to see it. Make sure to come out and join us. And then after that week, I believe we're getting into a little bit better territory. I think we get with The Visit, which I'm interested in. And then following that, we got The Maze Runner. We got
Very excited
Black
about
Mass. We got Everest, which I'm really excited about. So we have a couple good movies coming out very, very
Martian.
soon. So just got to get through one more week.
Star Wars.
And The Martian. Star Wars.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games.
James Bond.
James Bond.
We'll be back in 7 days.
7 days, let's do it.
ChasingCinema.com is known as
The Film Lovers website.